It's 5:18 a.m. in the morning. So that black guy, he was perping with a red bag, and he came over here with loud noise harassment from his phone. And because of that, I can't even do a damn video. There he goes right there. Fucking idiot. Like, what did he come up here for? Just to make noise for like 10 minutes and now he's leaving. It looked like a red or orange bag. Just damn ignorant. Coming over here at like 5 something in the morning with all that fucking noise. They sent him over here too. Go, move. So he came over here to harass me with noise for like 5 or 10 minutes shortly after I showed y'all about those perps being stealthy and hiding. I do not feel, this makes me not feel safe out here. And then what happened the other night with that perp he was, on Father's Day, that perp was walking towards me. Of course, he knew, as I say, he knew he was wrong. So that's why he destroyed all the evidence of whatever crimes that he committed. But all my important you know, some of my short story ideas that I was working on, and some other important stuff, I can never get back. Never get back. And some certain other important information on that phone, I can never get back. Never see again. So I dozed off and fell asleep. I don't know what time it was I fell asleep. All I know, I woke up, it was like, I think my phone said either 4:43 or 4:44. Something like that. I was surprised. But I don't remember what time I dozed off and fell asleep. So I guess I was telling y'all throughout the day during the videos what was going on. So I got out of the hotel yesterday. And then one bus, it came like I was a block away and I missed it, and it's like, well, wait a minute, Google didn't tell me. They told me that come on, it's a bunch of loud perps, loud cars and stuff. So Google told me that the bus wasn't coming till like 12:31 in the afternoon. And then I saw a bus come at 12:11. And I'm like, well, how come Google didn't notify me about that bus that came at 12:11? So then I ended up I was about a block away from missing about a block or a block and a half away from missing the bus that surprisingly came at 12:11. And it was and the number one bus driver I was trying to avoid too. This abusive, narcissistic bus driver that you know, this is my only phone now. So I could have had this phone prepared and then film and record with the other phone like I had been doing, but now I don't have any other phone. So I filmed the gang stalking, and then I, when the bus gets a certain distance, I turn the I turn the video off, and sometimes they have perps that be like with one head like right in front of or on the side of the bus driver, and so then I was panicking because the perps were delaying my phone. After I turned the video off, they were delaying my phone from me being able to show my bus pass on my phone. And the very second she opened the door, she got an attitude, and a narcissistic fake attitude, and rushed me. And she's abusive and narcissistic enough that she always, the type that would find something to pick on or harass me about. Or I'm always doing something wrong. Or she feels the need to fake correct me. And something tells me that she's younger than me. But back in 2017, when I first met her, she was nice and normal. But then she got hateful and turned against me and started to act different, and lost all forms of respect for me because she berated and condemned me for eating GMO food. When I told her I had to go to the hospital and stuff like that, because of and it was in like the directed energy attacks that I kept on, needing to go to the hospital and all that. And she just jumped to a conclusion and was like, that's because you keep eating GMO food. You don't know what the fuck was going on with me. But she acted like a know-it-all narcissist. And she made it like she just woke up to the truth about the Illuminati and New World Order. But I bet you she going back to the brainwashed life. She didn't turn around and change her beliefs or anything like that. She made it like she was just here learning about the Illuminati and the New World Order and everything. This was back in 2017. But, she got an attitude and rushed me. And I'm like, you're on time, or more like 2 minutes late. What you rushing me for? And she didn't rush any future passenger. And then they had this female that was a passenger that did the same thing I did, and the bus driver didn't get an attitude with or rush her. And the passenger, she took her time on purpose, But me, I didn't take my time on purpose. As I said, the perps delayed my phone. They delayed my phone camera. Hold on, let me turn the phone towards me. They delayed my phone camera. So, I don't know if y'all can see my face. But, so then, when after I got on the bus, I finally showed her, because it seems like the app, it seems like sometimes it takes a while to open, but a lot of the times the perps will freaking delay me, delay my phone or whatever activity that I'm doing. Even on that other phone that didn't have that no longer had the phone usage. I was just using the other phone like a tablet, and the phone usage part was obsolete. Couldn't use it no more. So then she had an attitude with me at another time too. I don't remember later on. And you know, but this bus driver, she looked like she's about 5 years. She always looked, even back in 2017, she looked like she was always about 5 years younger than me. But I don't think she's over 40 years old. So one time, I think it was it was one time, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had to ride the bus with her, and she almost, I don't know if she did it on purpose or by accident, but it seemed like she almost tried to run over me. And so then I didn't ride the streetcar yesterday, but the second bus I got on, it was a male bus driver with the RTA, and the bus driver, I mean, he got an attitude with me because he made it like as if he could not see my pass. They're sending like another homeless perp. I don't know if she's a homeless or a tourist. But dang, I can't flip the camera. I mean, I can't flip the camera direction, so I manually and physically turn the phone camera towards myself so y'all can see my face. But I don't know if I have a good angle or not. But cause I can't see. So he got an attitude with me. And then my anxiety was high because unexpectedly they had a whole bunch of freaking kids that got on the bus wearing like uniforms and IDs, like as if they were still in school. I'm like, I thought school was out, or else they got summer school. And I never saw kids wear IDs and uniforms for summer school. Or I don't think they wear IDs and uniforms with pants, especially for summer camp. So, like, a whole bunch of kids got on the damn bus, and it made the bus freaking crowded. That caught me off guard. And then I got on the third bus. You know, two of the passengers gave me the hate, anger look, like as if I'm forbidden to look, and try to frighten, scare, bully, and intimidate me, and trying to police where they think I should be looking at. One of them came to sit like directly across from me. I'm like, well, what you expect? Where am I supposed to look? I was sitting here before you. And so then, the third bus driver, I said thank you when I got off the bus. He ignored me. But he was having whole conversations with everybody else. When I first met him in 2017, and I remember when I went to Bayou Signet State Park, and he was very nice, and we had a whole conversation about swimming and everything. And he was telling me how he hadn't gone swimming in so many years or in a long time. And he was nice then. But, he hadn't been nice towards me lately. And he's definitely younger than me. He looked like he wasn't that far off from childhood in 2017. But now he looks like he's under 30 years old. So, and then, you know, I went to the library. Oh yeah, I told y'all what happened at the first library. About being bullied, harassed, and laughed at by the fake security guards. You know, the fake crusty ghetto security guards and stuff like that, laughing at me. You know, and that crackhead perp, or was she a meth head, or whatever kind of druggy homeless perp that had so much space over there and tried to bump into me on purpose. And when I got mad, the fake security guards, they ignorantly laughed and thought the shit was funny. Multiple of them. And at the library earlier, I got condemned for bringing water. That was the New Orleans library that I got laughed at by the fake security guards and stuff. I bought water. I got water from my little orange cup that I got for 50 cents. You know, ever since I went to that Asian restaurant and the Asian buffet restaurant, and they had an attitude with me and wanted to charge me 75 cents for a cup of water, and it was extremely hot that day. And I'm a customer, and I was asking if, you know, for a cup of water to go, and they got an attitude with me and wanted to charge me 75 cents. So I've been carrying around this orange cup ever since they did that. And they perped me over there too. So, and they have perps that follow me and eat there. And so, you know, I went to fake Walmart and got the orange cup for 50 cents. And then excuse me. You know, so I went to at the library, I, you know, got me some water. And then I got told that I couldn't bring it in there because I'm like, well, I had done that a few times before lately and nobody said anything, but this particular time I get told something for you know, trying to bring a cup of water you know, my cup of water. I was told I couldn't bring that in there, you know. And I'm like, well, I thought y'all just said no food or eating. Now all of a sudden, no water? And I'm like, well, I got this from the water fountain. What do you mean? So anyway, but I felt restless all afternoon and all evening, and still felt the sleep deprived feeling. Didn't get to sleep well, and you know, the second night in the hotel, and then after that I you know, went to go eat and had a little bit of confusion. But it got straightened out, hopefully. And then I took the bus to come across the river. And as I was trying to say, somebody who used to bully me in junior high, and I don't remember if I went to high school with her as well. It was weird to see her as a bus driver, but I don't remember her name at all. But I kind of felt unsafe riding the bus with her. She slammed on the brakes a couple of times. It seemed like she was driving kind of weird too. But I was afraid to speak to her and try to hold the conversation because of what happened with that Ronald Frazier guy. That was strange as fuck what he did. And for him to do that, he was a manipulative perp. And he was throwing up satanic hand signs too. Now, like, that should have been I'm like, are you doing what I think you're doing? He threw up satanic hand signs at least 3 or 4 times. When was this? Back in May? That I saw him. So then they had this guy on the bus that gave me the hate anger look, like as if I'm forbidden to look and try to frighten, scare, and intimidate me. I'm like, well, I'm already looking towards the front and people getting on the bus, and he was getting on the bus, and I'm just looking that way anyway, and I don't know what made him falsely think that I'm, targeting him specifically to stare at. New Orleans people hadn't been like this. So people who always give me these threatening looks for no reason, they be abuse perps with narcissistic personalities. This shit originally started in shortly before I left Denton, Texas, with those looks. And then afterwards, it was very heavy in Los Angeles. And people did it. A few people did that in Greenville, South Carolina, and a few people in Pensacola. Even kids, think that they can try to police where they want me to look. And they will deliberately plant themselves to sit like right across from me, and I'm not even looking at them, and I'm sitting here looking at the buildings as we pass by so I can know where to get off at when I stop. And they keep on repeatedly giving me threatening looks and falsely assume and falsely accuse me of staring at them. But the elderly people don't do that to me. It's people like around my age or younger people and kids, more like kids and teenagers. But only a few people that's kind of older. Like they had a lady about a week ago that was borderline elderly, and she kept on giving me mean looks and treated me that way. So, I mean, and then I was looking like somewhat towards behind me and towards like, this side of all the buildings and stuff like that. And the ghetto female perp that seemed very masculine, she was giving me those looks yesterday on the bus. And then I told you about the female that sat across from me and was giving me those looks. And it's like, if I didn't want a perp looking at me, what they would do is they would force themselves to stare intentionally on purpose. But they think that they can police where they think I should be looking at. And even in Lost, I didn't realize this was part of the gang stalking, that sometimes they would strategically plant themselves to sit right across from me on a lot of times like nearly half empty train or bus or whatever on whatever public transportation. And they have done that to me in restaurants and certain other places. And it's like I'm sitting here with a lot on my mind in La La Land, and I'm sitting here like a lot of the times without realizing, staring into space. looking this way or looking that way and looking up, looking down or wherever else, and they just keep giving me mean looks. And then sometimes if they get mad at me, and then I notice later on that they're staring at somebody's shoes or something. And I'm like, ain't y'all hypocritical? And one girl acting like she repeatedly wanted to fight me in Los Angeles. And then her friend was nice, but she kept wanting to fight me for unprovoked for no reason at all. She got on the bus, giving me mean looks and kept on acting like she wanted to fight me. And of course, I turned around and looked, and I'm like, what is this for? And she kept on getting more and more aggressive. And was about to, and then she lied to her friend and said, well, she keeps on staring at me. But you came on the bus with an agenda to want to target and attack and assault me. But she didn't put her hands on me, but she attempted to. And I could tell multiple stories about people treating me like this. And I did a specific video about the looks thing back in 2019. But where's that YouTube channel though? Yeah, gone. Excuse me. So I don't know what time it was in the middle of the night. Without realizing, I think it was after 1:30. There she goes again. It was after 1:30. And oh yeah, people have done that to me at the mall with the looks thing too. Even in Pensacola. So So yeah, like I think it was after 1:30 in the middle of the night, I dozed off and fell asleep. And I woke up at 4:40 something, and I was wondering what the hell happened. So but yeah, I was able to get $1 last night from panhandling. $1 last night. And the other dollar I had already had from a few days ago. And I checked and I have $2.47 in the bank, which means I have combined a total of $4.47. And it seems like all I have the money for is donuts, and I don't think I have enough for any milk. Or if I got something else, I don't think I would have enough for any juice or anything like that. So what time is it now? It's 5:47 in the morning. So yeah, I mean, those perps strategically waited. That perp couple, I thought it was just one guy. They strategically waited for me to be dozed off and asleep to come plant themselves right there. Or not mine, their so-called handlers probably paid them to be planted right there. And I woke up startled out of my sleep and smelling strong, nasty, fucking offensive cigarette smell. disgusting, very, I can't even describe. It's so offensive that it would hurt my stomach, kind of offensive. So I might end up suffering and struggling today. So yeah, I think that was the reason why you didn't see like an extra video from me last night, like a video like I'm doing now. I probably would have done it. I probably would have done it like in a you know, after midnight or in the middle of the night, like I usually have been doing. But I need any and all the help that I could get. I was trying to get help with more funds for food and stuff like that. Yesterday, somebody sent me $20. And I mean, I had the hotel breakfast. I had a muffin and eggs and sausage and the juice and milk. And then for lunch, I had the leftover rice and beans and spam, but I was pressed for time, so I couldn't eat it all. I couldn't eat all my food, but I'm surprised I wasn't. I mean, by the time, it was by 4:30, I ended up being extremely hungry and couldn't wait for dinner. And so I had a burger and fries. Well, I wanted to try what their burger tasted like. Well, it wasn't too bad, but I was disappointed. Certain other food is like really good though. Oh, and I had some lemonade too. Probably shouldn't have had the lemonade, but yeah. So I don't know what to expect today, but I don't know if I should just hold this video out until later on, and excuse me. Oh, I don't know if I should hold this video out until later on, after I get to the library, and then upload it then. But I think I might have enough to get me something small. I think I know where I'm gonna go for breakfast, but it'll have to be something crazy cheap. But I would hate to be to eat just nothing but carb for breakfast and no protein or fiber or anything, and then just feel tortured with hunger all day, and then definitely having like no lunch or anything like that. But I would like to work on more writings. I would like to work on more writings today, but and I have certain personal like blog journal topics in mind also. And nobody has ever donated any money towards me, like for any blog post, or even if I post my short stories on there. But I don't get that many from my short stories and stuff. I seldom get Ko-fi donations. I seldom get Ko-fi donations. So I mean, and it's like people don't really care to buy me a coffee. So imagine if you go to a restaurant for breakfast, for example, right? And hi, if you go to a restaurant for breakfast and like you go there one day and then you have a misunderstanding with someone and they get an attitude with you, a server at a restaurant or a cafe, and then the next time they see you, they're your server, and then they ask everybody, all the other customers around you, if everything's good and they need help, and they do this twice and then skip over and ignore you and stay away from you. And I'm like, I know that they didn't do this on purpose. And I'm like, well, if I had a small little misunderstanding like the previous time, I'm like, you know, so or if your server get mad at you because you request, you know, a certain kind of, say for example, syrup or something, and they get an attitude with you, and then they take their time, and it's like, damn, you want my French toast to get cold? Oh, here go the perps. Well, and that's her. She smoked. She got that bike and she's smoking. Oh, that's them. I had my earbuds in. Well, stop gang stalking people. Talk about stop recording me. I don't have to do what you tell me to do. Stop gang stalking me, motherfuckers. Y'all know y'all don't fucking come over here. And that's why I said they were perps planted. And he's got red writing on his shirt too. Yeah, they want to come over and gang stalk, harass, and surveil me. And one of the first things they want to say is stop recording me. What you gonna fucking do? There's some druggy homeless perps. Fake. Why can't they sleep where they've been sleeping the previous nights? But no, they want to come over by me and monitor and watch. They got paid to monitor and watch me all fucking night. Yeah, as I said, they strategically waited until after I dozed off and was asleep to try to set up camp near me. And look what he's doing. He keeps on pushing that wagon or whatever like a fucking child, like a fucking 4-year-old or 5-year-old. So y'all come over here, you gang stalk, you harass me, or you just silently monitoring me, and then you want to talk about stop fucking recording me. I was already filming my doing my video. And you're not going to bully, harass, and threaten me. Y'all hadn't been coming over here, but y'all, this was the first time they ever came over here, and that's my first time I ever saw them. They're perps. I told y'all that they're perps. Because if there weren't perps, there wouldn't be like, oh, well, stop recording me. Everybody who says that, that's what the perps do. But they have certain perps that love being filmed and recorded. If you don't want to be filmed and recorded, then don't fucking gang stalk. You shouldn't have came your dirty ass over here. Fake crusty meth heads, crackheads, whatever kind of druggies y'all are. Homeless perp, demonic, dirty homeless perp druggies. And they came smoking a nasty fucking, I'm gonna say, fake, crusty, dirty, satanic, evil cigarettes. Don't fucking gang stalk me and don't come around me, and you won't have to be filmed and recorded. You shouldn't have fucking came over here near me. But you didn't want to be recorded, but you felt the need in one of the previous videos to try to tell me your full fucking name. And they got two perps over there, perping with the red. Excuse me, or black and red. So let me finish. So like, for example, the example I was telling y'all about, if you notice that, say for example, if you ask for syrup and they get an attitude and take their time on purpose, and you panicking, and it's like, oh, they're trying to set me up for my French toast to get cold or something like that. Or they're trying to set me up for my waffles to get cold, and taking their fucking time. It's like, why didn't you bring the syrup when you bring the waffles out? I mean, people want to eat their waffles or whatever fresh and hot. I mean, why the hell you bring me my waffles and then lollygag or serve other people for like 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes you come bring me my waffles? I mean, bring me the syrup. So then when I confront you and ask you about, singling me out and having an attitude towards me, and then you be like, oh, it's not you, with a deceitful look. They have a deceitful looking smile on their face, like, oh no, it's not you. I'm going through I've been having a lot on my mind today, and I'm going through. I just found out today that I'm going through a divorce, so it's not you. Okay, but why are you singling me out? You asked everybody else if they need help or if everything was okay, but twice you overlooked me intentionally. And after I had a small little misunderstanding with you a couple of days before that, a few days before that, then I see you again, and then, you having an attitude, and then when I confront you about it, you gaslight me. Oh, no, it's not you. You're not the problem. Oh, I'm going through a divorce right now. And certain, like, narcissistic, control freak, fake friends that secretly have an issue with you, that be like a covert narcissist, like if you confront them and ask them why they're acting strange towards you, and then afterwards they keep lying and saying that you're not the problem, and pretend that the friendship, that nothing's wrong with the friendship, the fake friendship. They pretend like nothing is wrong, and then after some time, they'll just make a random fake unplanned appointment with you to lecture you for 4 hours and criticize and lecture and tell you off about yourself for 4 hours. and act like as if they hate you, they can't stand you anymore, they're done with you. And then they all of a sudden get mad at you and talk about, oh yeah, I saw those videos that you did about me. Well, for you to criticize me and lecture me for 4 hours, you led me on to think that the so-called friendship was over. So it's like they got perps hanging out over there, perping with Masonic red and black. Now it's 3 dudes, but it's 6:04 a.m. in the morning. Oh, now it's more than 3 guys. So, as I said, like, I would hate to have just nothing but a bagel to eat for breakfast and like no protein, and then feel hungry and feel like I'm starving all day long. But, you know, I mean, I can't even, it looks like as if I can't even make any money from my older short stories. And I try to make some with new short stories, I can't even, it's like people, they don't see my short story it's like they don't see my short story in a community post on YouTube and then decide to tip or donate or whatever like that, or help or buy me a coffee or anything like that. You know, not buy me a literal coffee, but, you know, they have, they said Ko-fi was the original buy me a coffee website. But the gang stalkers bullied and harassed me on the buy me a coffee website, and the buy me a coffee administrators didn't do shit. So, because of that, I don't use buy me a coffee anymore. Wow, and look at him. He's another perp that was stealthy and hiding and stalking me all fucking night. I just noticed him, where he came from. So, another homeless perp. And the online perp said that BREY 111 perp try to say we're gonna send more perps to harass you, and I it probably was the fake Donnell Williams perp. No, it looked like as if the lady is coming back over here, or it's just a different lady with a different bike. So, you know, homeless men coming over by near me to gang stalk, follow and surveil me and watch me all night. And then for me to expose them, I gotta put up with being bullied, harassed, and threatened, or getting robbed, or my phone stolen. So I'm gonna get off here.